Howdy, and welcome back to the channel. You got Digital Asset Hutch here, bringing you all the know about the digital asset and US economy space. And as you can see from today's title, we do have some digital asset news for you today and US economy. Well, maybe US regulation for that matter. So if you guys do enjoy today's content, go ahead and drop a like below and subscribe. That way you can stay up to date with all my most recent videos. But let's go ahead and dive into what I am talking about for y'all today. And as you can see here from Brian Armstrong's tweet, as you can see here, he is the CEO and co-founder of Coinbase, who's actually in an SEC case right now, so it could be very accurate, this information he's giving. He said the SEC is trying to get rid of staking in the US for retail customers. Now, a couple of things come to my mind, so we'll definitely go over that for y'all today, because like you see here, staking is a very important innovation in the crypto. It is for blockchains, scalability, security, so it is very interesting that they did claim that. So I'll go ahead and link my Twitter, and then you guys can go ahead and find this under my retweets. But why is it important to know this? Because a couple of your favorite blockchains like Cardano, Ethereum, and Solana are all part of those proof of stake platforms. So we'll go ahead and give you all a refresher on what proof of stake is if you don't remember from the previous videos. But proof of stake is pretty much the consensus mechanism on those blockchains that allows it to process those transactions and create new blocks for the chain. So, why do you need to know this? Because proof of stake reduces the computer function or the computer power that is needed to verify these blocks and transactions, whereas you can see here, the validators are randomly selected rather than where proof of work, it is a competitive. So with proof of stake, you get randomly selected and you can just go ahead and confirm that transaction, no problem. Now with blockchain, you might have 3 or 4, 5 different supercomputers wasting all of this energy to confirm one block on the chain. So as you can tell, one, that could take more time. It can cause the network to get congested because 5 of these computers could be working on 5 different blocks rather than just one. And ultimately, as you can see here, it reduces that congestion that I did say, and then also it reduces that energy because instead of those 5 computers and only one getting the reward, you can now have 5 of those and 5 get the rewards for those 5 different blocks. So you can see here, each of them are different. As you can tell, Ethereum, you need 32 ETH to become one validator for that node, while as Cardano, you can actually put it into a staking pool, and essentially you could use your Cardano as you please, and it's never really locked up, as Ethereum is still waiting to be released, so you can actually take it off of that node and validator. So let's go ahead and get into exactly what Gary Gensler said, but first let's go ahead and go over that security measures, because it is interesting to me that maybe he could be wanting to at least get rid of it in terms of this security that he's concerned about, because there is a 51% attack that could happen with proof of stake. Now, it's very, very expensive and unlikely because you would have to have 51% of the staked currency in order to have control of it, and also as well as there are systems behind the scenes to prevent that. So it's highly unlikely that that is the case. But as you can see, Gary Gensler did say this in a video on February 9th, and he is trying to spin it in a positive manner. So when I first heard this from him, I thought, okay, he has to be talking about just the interest-bearing programs, which you can kind of tell with this verbiage is what he was going for. So it does show that many investors are cautious when depositing funds on centralized exchanges, and essentially Gensler showed that this is where he is going after. He's going after those staking programs that were on these exchanges and other centralized companies. He said that investors should consider whether centralized services are truly staking their deposited assets, or are they lending them out and they are leverage trading them, kind of like with what FTX did. So he kind of did show right here that his concern does apply to those staking programs and interest-bearing products, and it's mainly focused on that earn rewards and APYs. So as you can see here, Kraken did announce that they are shutting down their staking services as a part of this SEC settlement. But as you can see from here, current rules appear to leave room for decentralized on-chain staking blockchains like Ethereum, Cardano, and Solana, though it's not explicitly endorsed this practice through the SEC. So it does look like through that language that they aren't attacking the actual technology and blockchain of our favorite coins and cryptocurrencies, but it does look like they're going after those centralized exchanges, kind of as you can see here from Benjamin Cohen's tweet. He says, happy the SEC is finally protecting me, and he's blocking it from Kraken staking, while we've already, like I mentioned earlier, taken the damage from FTX, Celsius, Block of 5 Voyager. And lastly, before I do close it up for y'all, I thought it was interesting because the Fed did actually release this 31-page Bitcoin research report right after the announcing of this SEC wanting to get rid of that staking. So it kind of gets the head turning of, it's a little convenient of that timing. But that's all I have for y'all today. If you guys did enjoy the content, please drop a like below. And then leave a comment if you would like me to go ahead and do more research on the Solana or this 31-page Bitcoin research report, because I did skim through it earlier and it does look like some bullish news on the horizon, because they are calling it a store of value such as gold. So I'll go ahead and read more about that, and we can probably highlight it for you in that week video. But other than that, I have nothing for you, and I hope you guys can stay safe out there. Bye-bye.